Get ready for the news that is shaking the tech world and the pop scene. We start with a massive legal battle. British pop star Dua Lipa has officially filed a lawsuit against Samsung Electronics, seeking a staggering $15 million in damages. Lipa is accusing the South Korean tech giant of using her copyrighted image without permission to market their television sets. We dive into exactly what happened with that specific image and why this infringement is hitting so hard.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the massive corporate power shift in Asia. We are talking about the Lee family and Samsung, as 4 members of the Lee family are now the richest people in South Korea, marking a historic moment for the country. We'll explore how J.Y. Lee, the executive chairman of Samsung Electronics, has amassed a net worth of $34 billion, and the incredible surge in Samsung Electronics' market capitalization as it rockets past the $1 trillion mark, driven by the AI chip demand. Now, we return to the drama involving Dua Lipa and Samsung, because the details of this copyright infringement are explosive. We're going deep into the specifics of the lawsuit filed in California federal court, examining exactly how Samsung allegedly used the image from the Austin City Limits Festival to falsely suggest an endorsement. Find out why Lipa claims this action has caused serious dilution to her brand identity, and what the evidence shows about the consumer deception. And finally, we wrap up with the full picture on the Lipa versus Samsung conflict. We'll review everything we know about Dua Lipa demanding the company stop using her image back in June last year, and Samsung's alleged repeated refusal to comply. This legal fight is huge, and we want to know what happens next in this high-stakes battle for image rights and commercial goodwill. Stay with us because the story is far from over. British pop sensation Dua Lipa has launched a significant legal action against Samsung Electronics, seeking at least $15 million in damages for the unauthorized use of her image in marketing materials. The lawsuit alleges that Samsung utilized a copyrighted photograph of the pop star on the front of cardboard boxes featuring television sets for retail sale, thereby profiting from what appeared to be an endorsement. The image in question is titled Dua Lipa Backstage at Austin City Limits, 2024, and Lipa's legal team asserts she holds all rights to the image. The filing was submitted on Friday in the California federal court. Beyond claims of copyright and trademark infringement, Lipa's lawyers accused Samsung Electronics of breaching her publicity rights. Supporting their case, the lawsuit included screenshots of social media interactions, claiming that the image on the product packaging directly influenced potential buyers, citing a fan comment suggesting they would obtain the television solely because Dua Lipa was featured on it. Dua Lipa's representatives stated that she first became aware of the alleged infringement in June of last year and formally demanded that Samsung cease using her likeness. According to her lawyers, the electronics manufacturer repeatedly refused to comply. In their complaint, Lipa's team further contended that Samsung's unauthorized use of her image is causing and continuing to cause dilution of her brand identity and commercial goodwill by falsely suggesting that she approves of and endorses the products. Samsung Electronics declined to comment on the pending litigation, and Lipa's legal team did not issue an immediate response to requests for comment. Grammy-winning artist Dua Lipa has filed a significant lawsuit against Samsung Electronics, seeking $15 million in damages over the alleged copyright infringement of her photograph used on the packaging of Samsung televisions. The complaint, filed last week in California, alleges that Samsung repeatedly ignored warnings to cease using the image on products sold across the United States. Lipa claims the unauthorized use of her photo, reportedly taken during her appearance in Austin, Texas, has directly contributed to increased television sales for the company. The lawsuit asserts that Samsung's use of the image has caused dilution of Lipa's brand identity and commercial goodwill by falsely suggesting that she approves of or endorses the products. According to the filing, At least one purchaser of a Samsung TV admitted to making the purchase after seeing the artist on the packaging. Lipa's legal team contends that she owns all rights, title, and interest to the image, which is featured on certain Samsung U7900 FD televisions boxes, promoting the Zeit Hits channel and appearing on the Samsung TV Plus home screen. Lipa's legal representatives state that the singer is highly selective about product endorsements, citing her previous partnerships with brands such as Versace, Nespresso, and Apple. Lipa became aware of the image in question in June of last year and contacted the company to discontinue its use. She is suing the South Korean manufacturer for breaching publicity rights. This legal action comes as Samsung is simultaneously navigating other legal challenges, including a separate lawsuit filed by a U.S. company alleging patent infringement concerning its lineup of foldable devices. Samsung's market capitalization has surged past $1 trillion, cementing the Lee family members as the wealthiest individuals in South Korea, marking a historic convergence of the nation's top 4 billionaires under one family umbrella. Shares in Samsung Electronics have climbed 40% over the last month, fueled by explosive demand for the company's memory chips essential for artificial intelligence infrastructure. J.Y. Lee, executive chairman of Samsung Electronics, now commands a net worth of $34 billion, an increase of $12.4 billion since late March. His younger sisters, Boo-jin, $12.4 billion, and Seo Hyun, $12 billion, and mother Hong Ra-hee, $11.2 billion, have secured the positions of South Korea's second, third, and fourth richest, respectively. Boo-jin heads Hotel Shilla, a premier Seoul lodging center, while Seo Hyun serves as president of strategic planning at Samsung C&T, the group's holding company. The family's immense wealth is primarily derived from Samsung Electronics, which has seen its value quintuple in the past year. The company dominates the market for memory chips crucial for AI, particularly high-bandwidth memory, HBM, used in advanced chips from NVIDIA, AMD, and Alphabet. Robust demand for commodity memory, such as NAND flash used in solid-state drives for massive AI data center storage, continues to drive growth. Samsung Electronics recently achieved a market capitalization of $1 trillion, positioning it as the second Asian company, trailing only Taiwan's TSMC in this elite group. The company reported record quarterly revenue and profit last month, with first-quarter revenue rising 69% year-over-year to 133.9 trillion won, and operating profit jumping 756% to 57.2 trillion won. Market analysts at Barclays anticipate Samsung will triple its HBM revenue this year, noting that the current demand-supply imbalance shows no immediate signs of improvement. They project that despite accelerating capacity deployment, the gap in the market will not materially close in the near term. The Lee family's fortune traces back to the founding of Samsung in 1938 by J.Y. Lee's late father, Lee Kun-hee, whose passing in 2020 left his family with a significant inheritance tax liability. Lee Kun-hee's father, Byung-chul, established the company as a trading firm before it expanded into diverse sectors including food, textiles, and electronics. Pop superstar Dua Lipa has filed a lawsuit against Samsung, alleging the technology giant infringed upon her copyright and right of publicity by using her image without permission to market televisions. The legal action, filed in a California federal court on Friday, accuses Samsung of copyright and trademark infringement for featuring a picture of Lipa's face on cardboard boxes for Samsung TVs. The lawsuit specifically cites an image of Lipa backstage at the Austin City Limits Festival in 2024, which the filing asserts is owned by the singer. Lipa is seeking up to $15 million in damages. According to the complaint, Samsung allegedly used the image to improperly capitalize on Lipa's success to promote and sell its products. The suit further claims that the use of the image deceives consumers into believing Lipa has endorsed the products, thereby diluting her brand identity, citing social media comments where fans expressed intent to purchase TVs because Dua Lipa was featured. Representatives for Lipa have not yet issued a formal statement. In response, a Samsung spokesperson declined to comment on the ongoing litigation. The lawsuit alleges that Lipa first discovered Samsung's use of her copyrighted image in June 2025 and demanded the company cease the use, a request that her lawyers claim the South Korean manufacturer has repeatedly ignored. The complaint asserts that Samsung's response has been dismissive, leading to the continued availability of the allegedly infringing products.